Good afternoon, Pooley.
Good afternoon.
How was work today?
It was good, dude. I was in for like 2 hours and then bounced out. Came home.
Really put in some hard work.
Really put in some work. Thanks, Trent, for letting me go early. I appreciate it.
Yeah, nice. He's so sweet, that guy.
He's a sweet guy.
Dude, so you remember... Oh, wait, we got to do our thing.
Oh, yeah.
Episode 7.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Twice a Week podcast, episode 7. See, I had to look up and think about this.
Really? You did this?
Yeah.
Oh. Huh. That's interesting.
Kind of cool, huh? Like I'm shooting you and throwing him a $5.
It's like it's like in Glorious Bastards, the Germans, they do this or whatever.
Oh, like the one goes there. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's
yeah,
1,
like
2, 3, 4.
I think the undercover guy got busted in the movie because he was dressed up as a German officer and he ordered 3 drinks
Instead of 3 drinks.
Heck.
Yeah, he also said, "Can I get 3 drinks?"
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Hey, brother, can I get 3 drinks? Oh, sorry. Can I get 3 drinks? Let's keep it moving.
Man, that movie is so good.
It's so good.
I want to talk about movies.
Let's talk about movies.
What have you seen like recently that's really struck a chord with you?
Oh man, A Quiet Place Part 2 was really good.
It's so good.
It was good. We saw it in theaters, and that was the first movie I've seen in theaters in a while, I would say, and it was good. It was
Since
really
we blacked out on tequila, when we were the only ones in there.
Yeah.
Had it been that long?
It had been that long, yeah.
Your farts were so good in that movie.
It was a good one. We got some laughs.
So it's like 8 high schoolers. It was one of those group dates.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I used to go on those.
Yeah.
Everybody did, I feel like, to the movies. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, the whole squadron of people, like, guy, girl, guy, girl, guy, girl, guy. Just sitting on the strip. And finally, after the third fart, they acknowledge it. They're like, Jesus Christ. This guy.
In a quiet
Like, these are
place.
definitely real farts.
It was ridiculous.
So good. That movie, it just came out. Should we spoil?
No, I think Cillian Murphy's in it, and I love Cillian Murphy. Cillian Murphy was he was the lead in Inglorious, or not. He was the lead in Peaky Blinders. He was Tommy Shelby. So I love Cillian Murphy. So the fact that he was the lead in it was really dope. I didn't even know he was in it until we started watching it, and I was like, what?
Yeah, I didn't either.
So yeah, that made it.
I didn't
worth
realize who that was until you just explained it
it.
either.
Yeah, that was him.
But yeah, wow.
He's a great actor.
Yeah.
It was a good movie. What about you? Any recent good movies?
A Quieter Place would have been so good.
It would have if they would have yeah.
But I wonder how much. There might have been less talking in the first one though, so maybe that's why they couldn't do it.
Yeah. That's true.
Because I think the first one started out quiet.
Yeah, the first one was way quieter.
So it couldn't have been A Quieter Place.
Because that would have been a lie, yeah.
Right, yeah.
So then, yeah, it was just A Quiet Place Part 2.
Yeah.
P.S. A
Weird how they got it right.
Yeah.
In their own movie.
Exactly. They did it.
I feel like titles to movies are a rare fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Like Rotten Tomatoes is like, this should have been named something else.
They blew it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, they nailed it. It was a good
I've
one.
never heard of that being a thing. Like, people are upset about the title.
Yeah.
What an interesting.
Because I feel like a lot
song names, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
People probably hate our titles.
Yeah, they didn't say that the whole time.
Nothing to do with the song.
Yeah.
And it also, like, hinders us a lot because if the title is from the hook, the hook is usually what people will remember at least a few words of, and they could be like, oh, he's talking about, it must be called this. So then it'll pull up.
Yeah, we don't do that. Not at all. It's like if you want to find the song, you got to work for it.
You have to follow us.
You got to find it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. I ain't looking.
No, it's good. So, I got something to say about Manscaped.
The company?
Yeah.
Okay. Dude, we are throwing out shout-outs to all these companies. But it's good because we're not getting paid. It's actually good stuff. Or it's bad stuff.
Yeah.
It's actually not. It's
Well,
not
yeah, I
biased.
guess we don't know, huh?
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah.
It's
So, this is really funny because they sponsor every single podcast besides us, and I'm the one about to talk shit.
I'm so glad it's something negative. Let me hear it.
Well, I'm so happy. Like, I love the podcast sponsors because every podcast I listen to, like, I got a Tushy bidet for Adriana.
Yeah.
Off because I got 20% off from, like, Bad Friends or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then Manscaped from Tiger Belly. I got, like, 15% off.
Yeah.
So, I get this, and I'm like, oh, great. Like, I don't have to specifically take a cold shower to be able to shave my nuts because my nuts are more hugged up when they're cold.
Yeah.
That's the trick, by the way, if you didn't know. So it's like, this is great. Like, I'll use Manscaped. I don't have to buy razors anymore to shave my fucking junk.
Yeah.
The first time I go to shave my nuts, my nutsack backs up in the teeth.
No.
Yeah, fully cut.
Did you
like,
bleed?
Yes, everywhere. It was like the sack
gosh.
skin next to the base of my dick.
They're gonna send
So
us a cease
like,
and desist.
How is that not like a super talked about thing? Like, there's no safeguard unless my ball sack is completely different than
Yeah.
everybody else, which we've been
Well.
talking about. My nuts a lot.
Hang on.
Well, my nut string is different than my sack.
True.
My internal nut cord, that's different than yours. But the sack can't be that different from everyone else's.
So
First time cut me, seriously.
have you used it again?
No, not for my nut. I mean, I use like for my face now. Which is okay. Their new thing now is like, if you're using your ball trimmer for your face, you gotta stop.
You gotta quit.
And I'm like, why?
You know, y'all
I'm
got
not
it
shaving
backwards.
Pooley's balls and then
Yeah.
using it on my face.
Yeah.
It's my balls.
Yeah. There's only a
And I don't do my asshole with it.
Oh my God. What do you do your
A straight
butthole with?
blade.
Straight blade. I don't for a second.
Not like a...
I was imagining for a second.
Dude, I would
Could
be
you
in the Guinness
imagine?
book if I did that.
Dude. Well, I guess it might be more efficient because if you can get it right with the curve.
If you can shave your asshole with a straight blade, you're a professor.
You need to be teaching at some university.
Yeah, like absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Dude.
Absolutely.
Whew. All right, so yeah, sorry, Manscaped. The truth is out.
Yeah.
It's good though. I mean, people need to know the truth.
Yeah. It's not safe.
That's what's
it's
cool.
not skin safe.
That's what's cool about what we're doing is even though we only have like 60 viewers, they're getting a pretty unbiased truth about some stuff. You know?
Absolutely.
So, that's good.
I still use their product even though it cut my sack. So.
Mm-hmm. Hurricane Sally. So I wrote in my journal, as you know, we were chilling at the house. It was like 3 p.m. and your mom called me.
Yeah.
She called me or you, one or the other.
I think maybe I was having trouble with service or something. Service
Yeah.
was starting to get sketchy, like not really existent.
Yeah, so we got a transmission from your mother, and the last thing we heard was, "I'm floating away."
I can't believe it. Or was I? I don't know if it was a text or I was on the phone with her, but that was the last thing said.
I'm floating away. And so we knew her whereabouts, and so we ended up whenever we got in the FJ with board shorts, and then I grabbed the surfboard because I'm like, it's gonna be like 10 feet deep. And so then,
no, that was such a good call, floating all of her stuff on the surfboard.
Yeah, that was solid. And so yeah, we get there, and how deep it was.
Oriole Beach was like halfway up towards 98. Oriole Beach was waist deep.
Waist deep water. Yeah,
unbelievable.
yeah. it was so weird, like walking through a neighborhood that you've like driven through several times.
Right.
And it's a lake.
Or just like the day before where I drove all the way down there to her house.
Yeah.
And like how her house is, or that street, like Linden Ave, is straight down.
Mm-hmm.
And we could just see her car just.
Oh, shit. Oh, gosh. I hope that Jeep lives up to its
She
name.
like didn't care about anything else. She's like, get my fucking laptop.
Yeah.
Please get my laptop.
Yeah.
All right. Laptop's good.
It ended up being way more chill than I was
And
thinking.
it wasn't raining, which was fucking
That was
awesome.
really weird.
Yeah,
too.
there was just like a perfect little break. Yeah, that turned out so well.
Yeah.
But then we find out the bridge ends up closing for 8 months.
8 months. 8 months.
We just lived here
major
for
bridge.
8 months with no 3 Mile bridge.
Mm-hmm. We lived on we pretty much lived on a desolate island. That's what I'm gonna call it. You couldn't.
I mean, yeah.
Dude, it was ridiculous. It was an hour to go down, to go downtown. You can see it if you just walk across to the water right there.
Yeah, you can see it. Yep.
Takes you an hour to get there. That's ridiculous for 8 months.
Yeah, I mean, Dave, lives in Pensacola. The only way he would come see me is by his boat.
Mm-hmm.
It was twice as fast.
Yeah.
Or 3 times maybe.
Yeah. Which, I mean, thank God it's open now, you know? Like,
dude.
to be
we just, accepted it.
Yeah, it was weird.
I mean, I guess there's nothing you can do.
I still
That's
haven't.
actually the proper thing to do is just accept it.
Yeah. My brain actually still hasn't acclimated to the fact that it's open. Like, when I think about, something I might, that's going on in town, I'm still like, oh, that's out of the question. Like, not doing that.
Right.
Because I still haven't,
Well, yeah, I mean, it's
acclimated.
only been, 3 days now or 4 days since it's been open.
Yeah.
And every time I pull out of here, I go right out of our neighborhood instead of going left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's nowhere
take a U-turn.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It's crazy, dude.
I'm so happy, dude.
Dude, I did buy...
Kegs was telling me that I'm putting him on blast right now. He told me that he cried.
He cried?
The first morning driving over the bridge.
Why did he cry?
Because he lives downtown and works in Navarre.
Oh. So he was just
So
stoked
he's
on
like, he drives for 8 months,
Mm-hmm.
Monday through Friday, drove 50 miles a day.
Oh, my God.
Just to get to work.
Jeez, dude. Well, I mean, I would have cried, too, then, in that case. Also,
my place of housing and work are 2 minutes from each other.
2.5 minutes.
And I almost cried.
Yeah.
So I can't even imagine.
Also, Pensacola.
Commuting every day, twice a day on that.
Mm-hmm. Going over when I went over it downtown on Sunday, it was actually really pretty, too. Like, not seeing that view from 3 Mile for a while and then seeing it's really pretty.
It is.
So that's also probably a factor because Pensacola is a very pretty city.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm sure that has something to do with it. Because Colin, he appreciates the finer things.
Yeah. That's why he likes paying $50 for Blue Wahoos tickets.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Speaking of Blue Wahoos, so I went the other night with Big Colin Kegs, and one of our guys, I don't know if they pick their walkout song or not.
No.
But this dude comes up to bat to Beautiful Soul by Jesse McCartney. Not fucking around. We're mid-game. It's like inning 3. I don't want another pretty face. I don't want just... And I'm like, oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I think he might have cranked it, too.
I was about to say, he probably should. We got to find out who he is and have him on here. Who was it? Do you remember?
No.
Gosh.
I don't really pay attention.
They definitely
at
picked
the game.
They definitely picked their songs. Because we picked ours in high school.
So you think if they're
I don't think.
Well, they get $12,000 a year.
Yeah, that's fucked up. We got to take that out.
No, we don't. I mean, I pay money to go see them. Like, I love those guys. They're amazing.
Yeah,
I think that they should get paid way more. That's why it's so funny. I'm like, whoa, they get like 80, 90K.
Yeah.
We look it up. We're like, 12 to 16.
That's crazy, dude. I guess more people.
And they play games.
They do.
Like,
they play hard.
I mean, multiple games a week.
Mm-hmm.
Like, more games than NBA and shit.
On top of practice.
Yeah.
It's a lot, dude. Yeah, I mean, I think more.
But that's like it's farm or league or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So like the potential to like go to a major thing, like they're always being scouted. So that's worth a lot of money too.
Was the stadium packed out when you were there?
No, not as busy as that one night we went.
True. So we should try to, like, people should just start going and watching them more, because if it's packed out at every game, then I would hope that they would start getting paid more, you know?
Yeah, as long as it's not like how college sports are. It's like, doesn't matter how much money you make us.
Yeah.
You're getting paid the same.
Yeah, but I feel like the players,
for them being nothing.
If it was getting packed out every night, the players would only put up with that for a little bit before they were like, hey, like, there was some more cheese, you know?
It's the most badass stadium within I don't know how many miles.
It's on the water.
Everywhere.
Yeah, they hit home runs into the water.
And I guess the UWF football team, that's where they play.
Mm-hmm.
But what kind of sucks for them, they're playing there while their stadium gets built.
Ooh, that's interesting.
So they're kind of downgrading, probably, even though it's their own stadium.
Yeah.
I'd be like, coach.
But then also on the other hand, it's probably way better for the athletes to just, like, their dorms are like on campus too, so they don't have to get on a bus and then go to the stadium. It's just like a quick and easy. Like when they're playing home games, it's probably better. Like
for sure,
psyche.
for sure. It's just like it's so nice to be on the water.
Mm-hmm. It's sick. It's so pretty,
so beautiful.
Yeah, and there's like that little workout station.
Mm-hmm.
Behind Maritime Park. Maritime Park's sick. Thank you, Quint Studer, for doing that.
Yeah.
Did he do it? Was it Quint Studer?
I don't know. Probably.
I'm sorry if it's not you, but if it is, cool. Thank you for doing
well,
that.
he'll be fine with it.
Yeah.
But the guy who did it.
You're welcome. Yeah, that place is cool.
Did you used to say no homo all the time?
No.
No?
Mm-mm. Because half the time it is homo. No, I never got on.
That was so good.
I never got on the full.
It's
homo
like
train.
it was never not that gay.
Yeah. But no, I never got on the big no homo train.
I feel like I used to just finish everything I said with those words.
It's funnier when you say it to something that was never meant to be anything close to being sexual.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's mainly what I would do.
That's
it for.
funnier. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, like if you're fixing something, like, hey, grab me the bigger socket. No homo. Or like, grab me the bigger wrench. No homo.
Right.
I don't know. Something that's not sexual. It's
That
funny.
could be gay, though.
Yeah.
Anything or sexual. It doesn't have to be gay.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much anything could be sexual.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people who will fuck anything, so.
Yeah.
Some people fuck vacuum cleaners.
Yeah, there's some crazy people out there, dude. Working in the ER, you'd be surprised. Have you ever seen the videos of the one I saw was a crab walking on like an underwater pipeline, and it gets sucked into it from the pressure because there's like a little hole on the pipe.
There's a real life or are you thinking of Nemo?
No, this is a real video. I've seen this several times. Like, it's a real video, and it's like this big pipe, and it doesn't look like anything's happening, but there's just like a little hole in the pipe, and it's so far under the water that there's so much pressure pulling into this little hole. There's a crab walking, and it just and then just like gets sucked into it, dude. It's the craziest thing. Oh, it's terrifying.
Yeah,
So my last thing is, this is episode 7.
Yep.
7 is the Lord's number, so I'm going to ask you a philosophical question.
Wait, 7 is the Lord's number.
Yes.
Why?
Because there's 7 days in the week? I don't know, actually.
Oh, you don't know?
Mm-mm. I really
Cool,
don't know.
because I was
I know
feeling
it's
bad about not knowing. Now
yeah,
I don't
know. I guess maybe because on the 7th day is like the Sabbath. The Sabbath, that's like the Lord's day, the 7th day.
When
That's Sunday.
Don't some people like? That's like when
So
you go to church.
For Christians, the Sabbath is Sunday. For Jews, it's Saturday.
Do you think that it became the Lord's number after the Mayans did the whole calendar thing?
I think the Mayans did the calendar thing before Jesus was born,
even.
I think. Pretty sure. Maybe not. No, yeah, I think they did it before Jesus. Yeah, the 7 doesn't have anything to do with the Mayans. It's just like Christianity and Judaism
Okay, I gotcha.
stuff. So,
Sorry, go ahead.
Do you think humans are inherently good, or do you think humans are inherently bad, or do you think that there's some people that are one way and some people that are the other? Or do you think it's a spectrum that goes back and forth for individuals?
I'm going to start out with defining inherently. Like, I know what that means, but, like, I want to give you the right answer. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it. Okay. Like, let's see what this word means exactly.
Like,
okay.
Yeah.
Let's get the question dialed in first.
Like, let's all of the sudden care about, like,
exactly what we're saying.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious too, actually. Now, inherently, the dictionary word, it's an adverb in a permanent, essential, or characteristic way. Example: the work is inherently dangerous. So, okay, inherently means in a permanent, essential, or characteristic way. So, yeah, Do you think humans are they're permanently part of our character from the day we're born, we are good? Or do you think maybe we're bad? Or
I think...
Is it a spectrum? Do you think some people are one way, some people are the other?
I think that, unfortunately, it's some people are one way and some people are the other.
Mm-hmm.
But I think majority is people are inherently good.
Yeah. I agree.
I mean, and I'm sure there are people that disagree, but off of my life experiences, like, that is the answer that I have to give, because like, I am so, like, 80, maybe 90% good interactions with human beings and everything to the negative.
Yeah.
Always. And I've lived in, opposite corners of the country. And it's just always mostly good.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. That's my exact same answer too. I believe the same thing. I think most people are inherently good. They want to do good. Then there's a small percentage that don't, and they are inherently bad, and they end up running for Congress and becoming congressmen.
Yeah, exactly right. Why does it have to work out like that?
I don't know. I think a lot of it too has to do with, like, if you're inherently bad, like, I think that's kind of like the same thing as being a psychopath, because you can't empathize with other people. And so I guess
that is pretty sure the definition of psychopath.
Yeah,
there's no empathy, right?
You don't know what empathy is, and so then, like, you're like, oh, like, I don't know, maybe your ego gets away from you, and you become. I guess honestly though, for certain positions of power, having a slight smidgen of that is necessary, because you have to make decisions that are gonna, like, benefit a lot of people but also hurt some people. So you have to kind of be able to not care.
Like, you have to have a little bit of a dark side to be able to handle knowing that you fucked over an entire group of people.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. And that's why, I mean...
Like, that's a prerequisite.
That's why, like, so many people in high positions of power are, like have psychopaths, kind of. The clinical psychopathy.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. There's an obvious reason why, like, there isn't a Matthew Cutler... like, as a governor.
Yeah. Which there should be.
There needs to be.
There should be, in my opinion. But it takes a certain amount of, like just, like, being such, like, so, not arrogant, but, like, the fact that you even, like, run for that position and you think that you're better than all these other people, like, that, the fact that you do that shows, like, a little bit of, like, not psychopathy, but, like, clinical narcissism and, like, oh, like, I deserve to be in this position of power because I'm better than all these other people. Like, you have to have that baseline thought of yourself to even attempt to become someone in that position of power.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
And so, like, a lot of really good people who are actually genuinely good people, they don't have that. They're like, no, like, I'm just a regular guy. Like, I don't think I'm better than anyone. So then that prevents them from actually, like, pursuing those positions of power, which is bad. Like, that's not how it should be, but that's how it is. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like the majority of people, like, if I go out and help somebody, like, I come back home and I'm like, you get that unexplainable, like, satisfaction of, like, this doesn't make any sense for me to feel good about helping someone else because it doesn't benefit me, yet I do feel good about it. I feel like that's how most people are. It's like you help someone and then you feel good about it, and that's a good thing, and that's how most people are. But I guess there's a small percentage of people, I think, like they try to help people and they like pretend that they enjoy it, but they're like, I really don't care. Like, I'm not getting anything from this. And those are psychopaths.
Yeah.
You know, because they're not like, they just can't empathize. They can't understand the fact that other people, like, what you do affects other people.
Right.
Yeah. But I think most people, 99% of people are pretty like if you help someone, you get a positive reward in your brain.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the majority of people that you are to help are appreciative of you helping.
Yeah.
Which is also a sign of them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And on that note, we thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you.
This is the most fun thing we've done together, I think, besides actually playing live on stage together.
Mm-hmm.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please follow us on Instagram. We will eventually have more merch, and this. We're going to grow. We're going to keep growing, especially if you guys support us.
We got T-shirts for sale if you want to buy T-shirts.
Yeah, we always have T-shirts for sale.
Just DM us and be like, hey, I want this size, and we'll send it to you for
yeah.
quality,
or you can do it
price.
legitimately and just buy it on the website, and it'll come to your door.
Yeah.
Not as fast as Amazon, but she's coming, baby.
Oh, yeah.
We are twice a week.
And let's have a chat.